Let's see if everything's on point, over 5 trillion DPS easily. Let's see the survival, 400k. I can push it to 500 if I use Frost Shield. But I think the ranking on Ordrak is way better check on DPS, cause well, the damage is limited to 5 trillion, what actual DPS I am at. But I know that my rank is 3.624, which gives me number 7 spot as of now. The build is also quite versatile, because if you wanna go full tanky, you will just go with Frost Shield and you will go with double defense aura, or you can go fast with blurry steps and swiftness, which gives us this kind of movement speed. Well, plus minus, if you have better gear than I do, you can get more. Like as an example, if you have corrode also on the movement speed on the ring, then it gets into positives. So instead minus 17, you can get 17 bonus movement speed, which is just crazy when you look at it, how fast we already run with this combo. Or you can throw Mana Boil or any other Empower, like Black Hole, Starstalker, and go with either Swiftness or other defensive aura to make a mix of defense offense or speed offense to maximize your damage. Or of course you're just gonna use offensive aura like Spell Lamp, which I have on my Lone Walkers. I will quickly show you that you can't even count your DPS properly on a dummy, cause it's just simply limited to around 15 trill DPS and you can't go more. Because if you just take a look here, what numbers you gonna see? Like, it just stops here. And you're gonna see I'm doing zeros. That's because that is just straight up limited. But let me show you this quickly on Ordrak and just compare the numbers. So here we are at Ordrak. Let me just get my stacks real quick. So I get full stacks. Let her do her thing. And just look at the numbers here. Just small tiny bit different numbers you can see here. Tens of trillions instead just capping up on 2.9 trill. And also even if I swap Mana Boil and stuff, the dummy will still just show me 2.9. So don't even like bother about the DPS you see on a dummy past 5 trill and more precisely past 15. Let's start with the Pactspirit, which is the most annoying part, because upgrading Saintess is just insane. She gives you erosion resistance, more stacks of repetence, which gives you extra damage. It's just insane to have her fully upgraded. But same goes for every of those, and we always wanna go with Swaying Bonnie, because 2 channel stacks, movement speed on channel, beautiful. The rest you can swap if needed for the how it's called, fates. Then for Abyssal King, same stuff, quality of life with movement speed plus 20, and else you just get damage of course. But those 3 are pretty best in slot, I'd say. She just gives you crazy damage plus penetration on top of that. He gives you additional reaping cooldown recovery, so all your reaping cooldown recovery gonna get beautiful addition from him. And well, plus 2 channel stacks, what else to say, one of the best modifier for the build. And since we already at it, let's go over our destinies that I have. I got a couple of undetermined fates. I needed 2 medium destinies, so I gambled, but I only didn't lose much, but I didn't get much. I just got 1 micro, 1 medium, 1 micro, 1 medium. This one I bought because I just didn't trust my RNG anymore, because this was just a single medium. And I have Viper, I have Tiger Roar for the Intimidated, I have Bounded Holy Maiden for defense and offense in one, so I can inflict all the debuffs at once instead of getting the mind control support for it. And I also got Iron Wall, because I use my block ratio. I got 100 and 100 on each, mainly via the hero traits memories, and I also get easy 60% block ratio with this. All the rest stuff I have in here are just all fillers, like I need some res, I put some res, I need some affliction, I put some affliction, because I really want to have 10% minimum. And basically I also fill up the attack block chance, and that's pretty much all of it. Very simple. The small ones are just fillers for me, and I don't want to spend like thousands to get like a seal mana compensation or some stuff, cause yeah, the build is still quite on the budget. The skills remain the same from the previous build, pretty much just upgraded and got better roll on the Consecrate. Of course it's not maximum, but it is what it is. Not much changed. Terrain of Malice, extended duration on both curses. Shackles of Malice, I just upgraded it a bit. And that's pretty much all of it. Well, here you have like your flexible slot, defense, movement speed, whatever you fancy. For auras, we have Deep Pain and Erosion Amp, but you can also use Spell Amp if you have Lone Walkers with either of these auras, depending which aura you have. I took out of the Corrosion Focus, since I have it on Kismets now, and I use movement speed or tankiness, depending if I really wanna be tanky, like stuff like this, just situational. And here, pretty much the same stuff. I just upgraded it to get max channel stack on this with main skill support by control spell, and I also had some sealed mana on it. Can't complain. Sealed mana with Lone Walkers equals more aura effect, so I take it. And the other one is just channel stack and damage for channel stack instead. The Grudge, as you guys told me, well, Grudge is erosion penetration on me, so fuck that, I don't wanna die. I just rather get the flat damage and that's it. For the hero traits, what I have on them is intelligence, because I do a small intelligence stack. I have ripping cooldown recovery and skill area, which is one of my newest and best investments I ever did. Skill area is just insane, you will love it. Having 250% plus, you will love it and never go back on not having it. This is just one of the best stats, especially on the memories. And I have attack block, spell block chance to fill the hundreds. And more skill area. I went for armor, so I can get like the armor values from steadfast a bit higher for the flat armor, but that's pretty much all the armor I focused to get. And well, the skill area and another stack of attack and spell block chance. And here I had already some free slots, so I put another skill area. Wish that block chance on 8 was skill area as well, but well, can't have everything if you don't have unlimited FE, so that's and this is single target, this is AoE, but I mainly work with this because my erosion resistance is planned to be from Saintess. Outside of that, I don't have it, so this feels the lack of resistance on erosion. The gear remains also pretty intact. The only difference is I upgraded the gloves to get elemental res and max edgy blessings, corrode on it for the additional damage. And that's pretty much it. I rerolled, I got Lone Walkers. I got damage on them and I risked it all for the towers reroll on corrosion, and I got the agility blessing stack, so I dropped one of the slates for this one actually, and I just take it out, but I leave it, I don't sell it, mainly because sometimes I need this agility, sometimes I need this mana with the channel stacks, both of them, and that is because whenever I do something like Ordrak, I don't need that much of tankiness, so I put those. And those just skyrocket the fuck out of my damage, even though they are not the greatest. Because you can get more than, I think, more than like extra 10% additional damage. Like it's like 33 plus, I think. It's way more if you have corrode on the extra effect. So I put those if I wanna do some score on Ordrak. I have immune to ignite alternative with also immune to trauma when I wanna do deep space, and I got immune myself from the DOT. And I have this one because I wanted to try out last stand, but losing the ration block is just completely making me toast. So this is just sitting here chilling, not really being used. This is for SS20, eliminate enemies under 15. Just when the boss drops, I just open a swap and insta-kill him. But I also do a lot of swaps on that boss, auras and stuff, because why not? The boss is pure RNG, never faced something this annoying, and I will go about it at the end of the video, so I will leave it for myself for now. And well, the rolls, I try to get skill area everywhere I could in reasonable price, that is. I also swapped the roll from mana compensate to skill area here. Just, I'm telling you, skill area is all you need in this game. And I know that from Shady Broker, because when I watched his POV, damn, that's the best skill area. It's just so beautiful. You will never want to go back. That's why I want to get Eternity, but no FE left for me. So I also made tier 0 on active skill level, so yeah, I'm pretty new, but that's all good. I have lightning res here, which is only because this, but I need the stacks. I have 15 like this with the gloves. I have 14 with this and the slate swap. But the rest is like I swapped the deep pain. Once I got Lone Walkers, I swapped the deep pain roll here to Reaping Duration and Reaps 1 sec. Because, well, sealed mana compensation kinda gives me as well the extra effect on aura. So I think that was way better. But that's also why there's no more repurification in talents. And everything else stood the same, pretty standard stuff. I just got a better ring. Wish I also had movement speed on it. But since the corrode removes the requirement on getting the channeled stacks, I have it in the right slot to get also the avoidance. You could also like do something like you could have both of them with corrode to avoidance to get even more on the left ring, but I don't really look forward for it. And that's pretty much what I have on the gear. You can pause for every piece if you wanna check it out. Probably the luckiest part is this, that I didn't get them toasted, but I got what I actually wanted, which is insane in terms of RNG in the games. But yeah, pretty happy with the gear. Wish that was res to all elementals, so I would be able to free up the skill, the Kismets, the small destinies, but I can't for now, sadly. But oh well, I would actually even be able to keep them and have like closer to cap resistance. I forgot I swapped a couple of stuff around and I'm not having enough resistances for now, but that's also fine. And now for the talents, most of them remain intact. I'm gonna give you a code as well in the description for the build, but the main change was this. I removed repurification and put more with less because it gave me much more DPS after I swapped my tower sequences. And I still have pretty much similar slates as I had before, still no pedigree because expensive as fuck. And all it bases on is those two are like support ones that give me like all the focus. I also keep one channel stack on them, 6 damage for everyone because it's the biggest flat damage I can get, like the best possible roll really outside of legendary roll. And here I have all skills, sealed mana compensation. I don't really need it anymore cause no deep pain, but well, I'm not gonna be swapping it now. I really can't bother since how limited the DPS really is in the game. When it matters, your DPS just gets scattered, so whatever with that. And well, rest of them, those that can be close to this, so it's copied. Of course, have like max channel on the bottom. This is just discount versions. I could only afford 2 of them. I mean, let's be real, only this one is really expensive. This wasn't that expensive, so I only have one expensive one with max channel on the bottom, so it's get copied. Here, it's already not on the bottom because I don't need it. It doesn't touch it, so it doesn't copy. So I have like this. And here, also kind of filler with spell block chance, so I could like save some destinies. And well, max tenacity to get all the 15 stacks. Even if using those gloves with those, I'm gonna be swapping that one slate to this one. But that's just a minor thing to min-max Ordrak, and barely anyone really cares about min-maxing that score there. So to sum it up, I'm pretty happy with how the build turned out. I don't think I'm gonna be doing any upgrades, since they are insanely expensive for whatever I wanna do. But like destinies with 3 medium destinies are of course just beyond broken part. That would give you an insane amount of either quality of life, defense, offense, and items like those gloves but corroded properly. Insane increase. Other corrode if you landed, insane increase. So my gear is really far from what I could have. So I could probably triple the DPS even now when it's on pretty stupid levels. So, but I don't really need it because, well, there's one big deal breaker why this game cannot be ever my favorite ARPG. There's just one huge deal breaker for me that I just can't go over with it. I just hate when the game does this. And that is being DPS capped. Not on the dummy. On the dummy I don't really care. But like Supreme Showdown or like other bosses that have to go through 50 immune phases before you can actually kill them. Like, what's the point of min-maxing the build when you will be standing there looking like a dumb fuck waiting for the boss to do his shenanigans, and then while he's immune doing something that will one-tap you, he's gonna put a bomb on you, forcing you to like put it on him, but he's immune, or doing some lasers in the middle like the Supreme Showdown boss, and that's all because he's just limited to 15 trillion DPS that he can take. I truly hate nothing more in games than something like that, limiting the DPS output I can do. Because I just lose all interest in min-maxing my build the moment I'm on that 15 trill. Like, I swear I can't imagine anything worse than ARPG that I can't just ignore all the skill requirement while I have the build insane enough to just go over that skill requirement. And it's not even that it's like some noobish thing or something, because I could learn like perfectly the fight, and the fight still can cuck me because there's RNG on the bomb. What can I say? This has to be gone for this game to ever be really like something. Because like PoE, for example, I can just go one tap the fuck out of the boss and he ain't gonna do shit to me. But here, no, I have to deal with stupid mechanics. Like, this is complete deal breaker for me, because I love to make builds broken, but the game just denies me of that. So, well, that's a small rant what I hate about the game. But everything else is beautiful. Is like, I really love every other part of the game, but this is the only deal breaker I ever have for the game, and it's here. So I really have mixed feelings. But, well, I at least wish you enjoyed the build video. If you did, leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and as always, see you on the next one.